through my interpretation.
Look, one thing I will say, the blockbusters of the modern age, one thing I find they do and can get wrong is they forget the incredible importance of character and their relationships as they come together. And I do not say this lightly. The film absolutely nails that. Key is the writing, obviously, but also the camaraderie and the delivery from you guys. Is that how it felt when you finished wrapping this, that he'd got it right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's kind of the brilliance of JJ. And he really reminded me of Peter Jackson. Actually, he's one of those few directors who have that ability to go from just this grand scale and reduce everything down to, you know, that human beat, that human emotion, to make you feel for an individual who you may not even know, who gets sucked into the vacuum of space. Or you know, or at least JJ, he sort of recognised the fact that Star Trek was always a character-driven show over science fiction. You know, it was how this group of culturally diverse people who didn't necessarily always get along or see eye to eye had to come together and work with each other to overcome this sort of, you know, common adversary. So I think JJ sort of did a phenomenal job.
Yeah, he really understands that. Without that emphasis on character, the explosions and all of that action doesn't mean much. And you know, if you look at his other work, I mean, I'm thinking about Mission Impossible 3 in particular. You know, that he was able to, you know, putting, you know, in that situation his Tom Cruise's wife in danger just makes every move so weighty. And so anyway, it's very unusual for a director who's so technologically gifted to put equal emphasis on character and plot and emotion. So anyway, it's a credit to him.
Another thing that I sort of thought as well is, and it was from my Star Wars camp, is that the Trekkies are always the loser geekies. You know, they're really geeky. I can't help thinking this is going to make...
Tell us what you really feel.
That's how I really feel. And I can't
Let's alienate the audience right now. No, keep going, really.
Now I think that this movie is going to make it cool to be a Trekkie. Do you agree?
You know what? I hope that this film finds an audience that appreciates and cherishes the film and is entertained as much as we had time in making it. I kind of mangled that sentence a lot, didn't I?
Yeah.
Shall I try that again?
Very good.
Take two.
Wow.
Take two. Oh, dear. No, so I might try that again. What was the question?
The answer to the question is yes, Trekkies are good, but now they're cool.
Kiwi coffee is amazing.
Yeah, isn't it? Good stuff. No, you know what? It's time to turn this film over to an audience, and I hope that they cherish it, embrace it, and have as fun with the film as we... No, I did it again. I can't get the sentence right. Just go and see the film. Trust us.
All right, to finish, you've had some experience with nutty fans because of The Lord of the Rings. Any advice for John?
I never said that. I never said they were nutty. When did I say
sorry,
that?
I take it back. You've had experience with fans who are passionate about certain things, like Lord of the Rings, for example. Have you any advice for your co-star as you go into potentially a similar situation where fans are just as passionate?
Find another franchise.
Easy for you to say.
Yeah. No, you know what? It's
Mr. Big Blockbuster actor. You know what you should do is to find another giant franchise.
Another franchise. You know what? It's cool because when you do theatre, you kind of instantly find out whether the joke you've told is funny or not, and you get that instant appreciation. On film, sometimes you have to wait a year or 2 years to get that response, and unless you're in the theatre, you still don't know. So I'm really looking forward to to meeting those fans. And I like it when people come up to me and say, "Hey, I really enjoyed that," you know, or adversely, "That movie sucked." Yeah. At least, you know, the important thing is that at least you form your own opinion and think about the art form.
Perfect. We're probably going to get thrown out of here in a minute, so I should probably just put a couple
I think it's I think that's enough, don't you?
Now, very quickly, they've already announced the sequel, eh? I read about it, so it must be true.
Yeah,
I'm not sure where they are.
They did. They have announced it, and they've already started. They've commissioned the writers to start conceptualizing it and working on it. So, you know, now if this movie finds an audience and they embrace it and like it as much as we, I still can't get that sentence right. What's wrong? I'm just going to quit now.
Right.
What is that?
What was that?
The answer was yes.
Yes.
Okay, that's good. And you've signed up for 3, is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Did I?
Really?
Yeah.
A trilogy. Choice.
Yeah.
On.
Why not?
That's how I feel as well.
Yeah, I'm
Very
really.
good start.
I would be happy to come back. I just feel, in addition to having fun making them, I'm proud of what Star Trek is about, and I think it's a very positive message and a positive outlook on our world. So, and it's just something I'd love for my son to see at some point. So.